What is up, guys? And today we are doing a spoiler review. So, repeat, spoiler review. So no one comment, why didn't you warn us of spoilers? I'm doing a spoiler review today of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, which is the final film in the Skywalker saga. As of right now, as far as I know, it's going to be the last one. But, yeah. And the point is, that this is a great movie. This is a great movie for, I'd say, all ages. It has a lot of payoffs for older fans. Like, I'm 14 myself, fixing to be 15. So I'm one of the youngest generations that's going to see this movie. But I can say without a doubt, this is probably my favorite. This is my favorite Star Wars movie ever. Because it has enough thrilling scenes and enough sad scenes to make it emotional for me. But I like that it contrasts very well. And it helps you, like, to understand that these characters have been, some of these characters have been with us over 42 years. That's a lot of years. You could also say that my age, say if I'm 15, just say I'm 15, times 3 is almost the same amount as it would be. It's almost exactly the amount of how long Star Wars has been around. So, but let's get into the video. So let's get into more talk about the video. So it starts off with Kylo, which was shocking to me because I thought this was going to be later in the film, in the middle of the film or something. Kylo Ren's hunting down, trying to find Palpatine because a broadcast shows that their Palpatines were really there, and he does find Palpatine, and Palpatine tells him that that the First Order was merely the first part of the Empire that will later be known as the Final Order. And that if he kills Rey, he can have this. He can inherit this. And then, so Kylo's not going to kill Rey, obviously, because just story-wise, you can't kill Rey. But he can't. Not only can he not kill Rey, but he couldn't do it if he tried, because they're on par and like kind of balanced off in the Force. So he could try, but he's probably not going to do it. But the point is, he decides to try to get her to turn to the dark side in order for them to team up against Palpatine, which eventually they do at the end of the film, but not in the way you would think. But I'm not going to get into that quite yet. So the film, then we go to the resistance base where Leia is training Rey, and Rey's gives the lightsaber back, the newly reassembled lightsaber back to Leia, and tells her, I'm gonna earn your brother's lightsaber, and don't give me back until I have. And well, Leia didn't listen, but yeah. And then they have to go on a mission to find, I guess it's kind of like a holocaster, a holo thing. I forgot what it's called already, but I'm seeing it again tonight, so I'll make a video about it. I'm actually seeing the movie again tonight, so that's gonna be awesome. Cause I saw it yesterday with my little cousin, and today I'm seeing it with my friends at 5:30. Yeah. No, we're leaving at 5:30, but we're gonna see it at 6:20. Okay, but back to the video. And well, the thing is, where was I? They go on a mission to find what's gonna lead them to Palpatine, and they find a dagger. And of course, C-3PO can read it, but it's against his programming, so he has to be reprogrammed. programmed, and then there's a whole storyline about how he's reprogrammed. Then we find out that Poe has a lady friend, and then he asks her. I think it's played for laughs, but he asks her, "Can I have a kiss at the end?" She tells him, because he's about at the point where he's giving up hope, and she tells him this, and he later remembers this in the final battle, that like without hope, then the First Order and Empire, they've already won. And then later on, we think Rey's trying to save what she thinks is Chewbacca, because he gets captured, but he's on a different transport. Thank you, Jesus, for that, by the way. He's on a different transport. But Rey and Kylo get into a fight over thinking that he's on this transport, and they're force pulling it. He's force pulling it to like destroy it, and she's force pulling it to like put it back on the ground. And then eventually force lightning comes out of her hands and destroys the transport. And she thinks and everybody, I was mad at her myself. Every single body, I think, thinks that, oh my God, she just killed Chewie. And she just starts crying, and it's very emotional. But, at this point, I'm really mad at, Rey. And then later on, they all agree, Poe, Finn, and they all agree that if Chewie really is dead, that they're not going to make it for nothing. And C-3PO even has a line later on. All we've done, it's the same one as Poe. All we've done all this time would have been for nothing if this mission fails. And that's also something that was in the trailer. But I mean, yeah. Chewie's actually alive. We find that out when Rey goes to figure that out. When I don't remember how we figured it out, but like we figured it out later on, because Rey senses Chewie through the Force, and they go to get him off Kylo Ren's Star Destroyer. And then we find out who the spy is, which it's so unexpected, but at the same time, it's so expected. Like, it's expected and unexpected at the same time. It's none other than General Hux. And he says, and Finn shoots him in the leg and says, why are you helping us? When he tells him, that he helps him escape, and then after that, Finn shoots him in the leg and says, why are you helping us? Because Finn knows good and well not to trust him 100%, and he's got a good point. Except for this case, it's not really a good point, but it was kind of funny seeing him get bullied around, like, not by Kylo Ren for once. And he says, despite the fact that I don't want y'all to win, he says I don't want Ren to win, referring to Kylo Ren, Ben Solo, even more. So I guess the enemy of my enemy is my friend type situation. And so he does that, and then now I remember what the thing is called, the Wayfinder. That's what they're looking for. Then they go to Endor to find the Wayfinder, and they do find it, and then Kylo comes and fights Rey, and he actually crushes it. That's when we see Dark Rey vision, and then she drops it because she's like fighting. It's like in a vision, she's fighting herself, and she drops it, and then Kylo catches it unexpectedly, and then they get into a lightsaber battle, which eventually she wins the lightsaber battle as usual, pretty much. And then you keep going, and hey Remy, I'm doing something right now. Okay. Then, like, they're battling, and she gets the upper hand, and then we see a scene, like, and she leaves because she accidentally kills him in the fight, like, really kills him. And then, but earlier in the movie, we see that. Okay, it's okay, Remy. Earlier in the film we see that she has the power to heal someone who's dead, like form their tissue back or whatever. It's like really gross looking at it, but she does it for him too, and then she just leaves him there. But and steals his TIE fighter and goes to Octu and blows it up, while Finn and Poe and company and BB-8 and now Dio all go to and on Basana they meet Lando, and he eventually comes back in the final battle to help out a lot. But that's I'm gonna keep going to that. But where was I? Yes. And later on, no, Remy. Later on, they go to, Rey goes to Octu and destroys Kylo Ren's ship, but then she tries to destroy the Skywalker lightsaber again, by the way. And then Luke's Force Ghost, boom, catches it. Stop, Remy. And then throws it to her, and then shows her where Leia's lightsaber is, which is a big catch, which is a really good lightsaber looking lightsaber, and surprises everybody, I think, because we didn't know at this point that she was even a Jedi. We didn't even know how she was training Rey. But then he tells her about how Leia wanted the person that's going to end this whole everything, all the wars for good, to have her lightsaber, and she didn't want to use it because I don't know. It didn't much explain why she didn't want to use it. It did explain, but I don't remember quite well. But I'm gonna continue. So Rey brings both of the lightsabers to the battle, and then something that's really cool is she takes Luke's X-wing, which is really cool, from the original trilogy, and flies it to Exegol, the planet that Palpatine's on, in an attempt to kill him. But then, okay, we find out that Rey is Palpatine's granddaughter, and that her parents were only trying to protect her from Palpatine. And that's really a whole story. And Kylo tries to tell her, and I think he does tell her, but I'm not sure. It was really late when I saw it last night, so I'm not processing it quite well. But I'm seeing it again tonight, so I'll have to make a part 2 or something of this video. And they get into a fight, and then Kylo's able somehow to, and Rey is too now, to like grab things through the Force, like make things disappear and then appear where the other person is, which is really cool. I've never seen this move at all. And then at the final battle, they're Rey and Kylo fighting Palpatine, trying to fight Palpatine, but they're killing the Knights of Ren and Sith troopers left and right with Leia's lightsaber and the Skywalker saber. And then we get to the point where Palpatine drains the life force that out of Rey and Ben. But earlier in the movie, Han Solo is the reason that Ben Han Solo appears to Ben like a Force ghost, but not really a Force ghost, to show him, and I was about to cry then, because of Leia's sacrifice earlier in the film. When she dies, she says Ben, and then dies, and it's really sad. Because it took all of her, everything out of her to do that for some reason. I don't know why, but then we hear some of the visions from the Force Awakens, but then after the battle, then when all the few ships that are left of the Resistance are fighting, because Lando and Chewbacca went to get help, not get help from Thor Ragnarok though, and they come back with the most massive rebellion fleet / resistance fleet ever seen in Star Wars. This is the biggest one. They got ships from every era, just taking the war to them. And then at the end of the battle, of course, Palpatine's dead, but then Rey seems to be dead, and then Kylo's trying to help her up, hugging her, embracing her, and all. And then she kisses him when she wakes up, and then he falls out after that, and then we see her. I think she kind of heals him again in a way, and keeps going. The movie keeps going until everybody goes back to the Resistance base, and then the war's over. But now the Resistance, or I guess it's now the New Republic again, or something another, and every planet is celebrating. But all the Star Destroyers that we see in the trailer, they all have Death Star technology on them. They have Death Star super lasers that can all destroy planets on them. And we also find out that Hux gets killed by the Legion General, I think it's what they say. And he's working for Palpatine, of course. And then but he said he does it in such a sinister way, the way he does it. And we don't even expect him to do it, because we don't expect him to know. Stop. Turn the lightsaber off, please.
It was laying on the floor. It was laying on the floor.
Okay, I'm making a video. Shut up.
Okay.
And then we find out that and then they say, Palpatine says, every Sith, I am every Sith, and then Rey says, I am every Jedi, and then they have she used two lightsabers to deflect his Force lightning against him, and this time it actually kills him, for once, and keeps going. This was the battle, how the battle ended, and she kills him, and that's the end of Palpatine, I think, for now, at least. Unless he unless he comes back again, which would be a horrible idea if you're trying to keep your fans. That's just too many extra lives. Unless this is Harry Potter with Voldemort, which is a story for a whole other time. But the point is that they have a big old battle, and then Rey goes to the Skywalker home, just for some reason, I don't know why she goes, and she buries the two lightsabers that were in the final battle, the two Skywalker sabers, and then she ignites her own. I couldn't tell if it's orange or green or yellow, but I'm just gonna say orange for this. Her own orange lightsaber. And then that's like the end of it. And it's like so cool. And then somebody asked her who she was, and she says, Ray, and they're like, Ray who? And she says, Ray Skywalker. And that's the end of the movie. Okay, guys. Hope y'all liked the video. Like and subscribe. Turn on post notifications so you don't miss nothing on the channel. And leave a comment. Let me know what you think about the video. Bye, guys.